I opened up the game and accidentally scrolled the scroll wheel because I was going through options, and it beeped. It beeped so loud. You can't say that I'm not live. I'm live right now. I went live in the time it took you to send that message. So I win. Check and mate, Sunpraiser. Hi, welcome to the stream. We're doing this thing where I start the stream. You had to refresh the page. Okay, fair enough. You ever eat a whole pizza and you're just like, I legitimately really needed that? That's me right now. I have powers. And by powers, I mean I have energy. I have a root beer. And also I ate a pizza. And I'm kind of ready for this now. I can I can do law now. I know this. This pizza and root beer has given me the ability to do law. Once again, I apologize for the lateness. I'm gonna murder you for the psych opening reference. You can't reach me. I'm hiding behind 12 different clauses in the legal system. That is to say, I'm holding up those children's books that they keep handing out with laws on them. Right in front of me. Your blade will never be able to pierce this many books. Recently, I was trying to think of something to call you guys, because all the hot and sexy VTubers like have their people who show up people who show up to their streams. They have like a name. You make a valid point. However, call me Von Karma, cause gun. He did shoot through an elevator. To be fair. But yeah, I was like, what the fuck do I call you guys? What do I call you? I was like thinking about bean counters because it's funny as hell. I think you guys should ruminate on this. You guys need to come up like a union. You need to come up with a name. Call us Lil Titties. I don't know if that's really I guess it is the cafe after dark. So Lil Titties is an option. We can put that on the list. I don't think it's getting chosen. Because if it gets chosen, I feel like I'll veto it. I don't want to make a chat-wide assumption about all of your tits. That just seems unfair. What if I make someone insecure about their fat fucking honkers? And they're just like, oh my god, my titties aren't lil at all. The T blockers. Are you guys a band? That's actually a fucking sick band name. I'm not gonna lie. If you went up on stage with an all trans girl fucking rock band, and you're just like, what's up? We're the T blockers. That's sick as shit. I'm all about it. Okay, so we're gonna go confront her about lying now with our magical artifact and our psychic powers that it has given to us. Hello again. We seem to be seeing a lot of each other today. Aw, she's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter? What? No! How old do you think I am? If I missed my girl, I'm gonna blow you up. I don't know which girl you're talking about. I assume it's her. Kill her with a crowbar. No! I can't block strikes from this many directions. I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray. I, totally don't know him. I see. Ah! What is that? You can see it, can't you? Can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick? You can see the lock on that person's heart. Huh? What? This is the power of the Magatama. Only you can see these psych locks, Mr. Nick. Psych locks, huh? The more someone wants to hide their secret, the more locks you will see. I'm gonna raise the volume a little bit. If it's only one, I think you can easily unlock it. Unlock? But how? Please use Mystic Maya's Magatama on this person. And let's remove the lock. I have no idea what she's talking about, but guess I'll give it a try. And this is why I opened with a psych reference. You must be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it'll hurt you. If you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop. Well, I've got to start somewhere. Let's give this psych lock thing a try. And my going live message was, I know, you know that you're not telling the truth, which is part of the psych opening song. I'm gonna ask you again. Do you know Dr. Gray? I totally don't know that guy. Like, you're totally more persistent than a roach. Guess what? What is it? This girl is hiding something, I'm sure of it. I guess I have no choice but to remove this lock. Alright, so first I have to use Maya's Magatama. Look at this. Look at this thing. Or some wire cutters. The victim. Eenie Miney, I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. I told you, like, how many times do I, like, have to repeat myself? If you're, like, so totally sure, then where's, like, your proof? While it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person, I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him. Oh my goodness! The Sunpraiser raid. Ow. The raider got shot directly at my head. That kind of hurt. Welcome to the cafe, Raiders. Raider? Whoever. Hi, I'm Kate. Welcome to Phoenix Wright. I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him. Like, what do you mean, like, indirectly? It's just me because everyone left? Yeah, I've been there. I should try to show the possibility existed for now. So something that shows a possible connection between Einie and Dr. Gray. Or Eenie. Diagram of Fey Manor. Profiles. Murder during a channeling. Research in parapsychology. Me when you go to raid someone. What was it that, like, he told me that she told him that, like, informed him about this place. Played some OG RE4. Ooh, fun! I never played that game. Do I just present her herself? Because none of these mention... Had a malpractice incident. Murdered during a channeling. He's only 35. Yeah, this is what you look like when you're 35. This is like default 35. You immediately get a huge shock of white in your hair. Especially if you're practicing medicine. What happened to this man? He looks like he's in his 50s. He practiced medicine. I thought I had something, but I guess not. Like, the fact that she researches parapsychology, and, like, he told me that he was, like, it was someone who researched parapsychology in the college who told him about this place. Like, that's something, but I can't present that. June 20th, Fey Manor Meditation Room. Hey, it's you, pal. So, you're gonna be our lawyer, I bet. Yes. Oh. I really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once, I wish I could be on your side. Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey, you're a cute kid. I'm not scary, honest. Wow, I never knew Gumshoe liked kids. Hey, I know. I'll show you something cool. How's this? It's a real, genuine pistol. Detective Gumshoe? Why are you showing her something that dangerous? Oh, sorry. What about Maya and the charges against her? I don't think you can win, pal. If you're talking about proof, we got a few pieces. Your evidence, show it to me. I have the attorney's badge, the guide map, the Magatama, the folding screen hole, and the key to the room. That's it. You've got proof? Yeah, pal. That puffy-haired photographer's gonna testify tomorrow. Go to profiles. And it's like, I have all these. And these two don't mention each other. Like, he was murdered during a channeling which is vaguely related to parapsychology, but that doesn't prove that they had any connection to each other. This is Japan America, pal. Kids love our kantanas. You'd maybe present Gray because of the malpractice incident? I mean, maybe? I don't think we know who the victim of the malpractice was. Like, oh no, because she said that she was one of the victims of the malpractice. I think. She was a patient. He must be talking about Lotta. Actually, speaking of Lotta, I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures at the murder scene inside. Lotta's hot pictures. I wonder what her camera captured. Besides, you must have realized by now, pal. There's no way anyone in Maya Fey could have done it. Lotta heart, more like Lotta fart. This chick stinks. I hate her. What's your problem? She's just funny. What am I supposed to say to Pearls now? About Dr. Gray. She sucks. I like all the characters that everyone else hates. Like, I like Gumshoe and Lotta Heart, and everybody's just like, these people suck. We hate them. The victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over those tabloid shows last year. Yeah, I know. Gumshoe is nice. I thought people didn't like Gumshoe. Maybe I'm insane. I feel like most people in the chat while I was playing the first game were just like, Gumshoe sucks. And I was viciously defending him. I was looking through some newspapers from last year and... Huh? I could have sworn I cut an article out, but I guess... Here it is! It's the article. But I guess I must have lost it. He's searching through his pockets, and boy, are those big. I mean, it's a trench coat. It's big pockets. Looked really interesting, too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal? A copy of that article? I think Dr. Ray might have brought a copy to the office when he came by. See, that's where we gotta go. About my trial tomorrow. I got 2 pieces of news for you, pal. 2? Yeah, bad news and even worse news. So which do you want to hear first? I don't really care. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not gonna like it. Alright, pal. Well, the prosecutor for the trial is Prosecutor Von Karma. We were like that about hating that Warframe, the game that blows, too. You guys are so mean to free games. What? Von Karma? That guy is sent to prison? Manfred Von Karma. He was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in the 40 years of his career, and he raised a fearsome disciple. No, the hot one, right? We got our dead to rights, worst rights. She's already dead. I love her so much. I love Franziska von Karma. The horrible aftertaste of the evil he force-fed me is something I'll never forget. He what now? Excuse me? Wait a sec. But didn't Von Karma stand trial and... That's where the other piece of bad news comes in. The Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor. Successor? So, who's the successor to Von Karma? Literally, pal, it's Prosecutor's Von Karma's kid. His kid became a prosecutor real young, like 13, and hasn't launched his trial since. That's what they call a prodigy, pal. Kid, huh? Wait a sec. 13? The kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13? Yeah, somebody broke Phoenix's record for being the youngest person to ever get a law degree and become a practicing lawyer, and he's mad about it. I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have heard something about... Oh, no. The kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. That country's got a lot of stuff and is a great place to develop a person's talents. It was all he had. Yeah, all he had was Edgeworth and the fact that he was the youngest person to ever become a lawyer. And now Edgeworth is gone. And that's taken from him now, too. Germany, huh? That's probably why I've never heard of this person. Ugh, still, all it takes is someone mentioning the name Von Karma. And I get terrible flashbacks to that case. Stop it! Get a grip on yourself, Phoenix. None of that matters anymore, now that he's gone. Alright, so we're going to... the office. Yeah, right, ever heard of Detective Conan and, like, get with the program? I love that voiceover somebody did of, like, the first episode of Detective Conan. Where he's just, like... you can't... It's like, nobody could have made that leap. You could if you do a 50-50 boneless off the rail. God damn it, he's right. Fucking was it? You can't read Miranda rights to a corpse, pal. Phew, feels like I've been gone forever. But it's only been one day. Oh, that's right. Day is closed. Yeah, that's the one. I wonder if I could bring that up and show it on stream. Is it on YouTube? Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought the other day? It's right there. Ah, here it is. Right on top of my desk. This is the only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help. Newspaper clipping 1 added to the court record. Okay, so now we can go and talk to her. You can probably, it's derivative enough for fair use. Yeah, it's basically a parody at that point. Like, it's using the footage, but other than that. She didn't go see Maya. Wow. I'm in the middle of something. I'll see Maya in a second. I'm blasting this lady's brains open. With powers. Eenie Miney, I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. I told you! Like, how many times do I, like, have to repeat myself? If you're, like, so totally sure, then where's, like, your proof? While it may be possible you never actually met Dr. Gray in person, I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him. A Phoenix Wright Detective Conan crossover would go crazy, the amount of crazy shit that happens in both series. Like, what do you mean, like, indirectly? I should try to show that the possibility existed for now. So something that shows a possible connection between Eenie and Dr. Gray. Here's your proof! Like, what is that? Ouch. I guess it doesn't have anything to do with it, huh? Okay, I guess not. Something that shows a possible connection between Eenie and Dr. Gray. I mean, go show it to Gumshoe first. That makes sense. I really thought that was what it was. But I guess I don't have proof that she said that she was in there. Foolish. Dr. A brought this over to my office the other day, and... Hey! It's that news story! The one about the malpractice suit! 14 patients died, and it caused a huge stink. Yeah, but that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that. You mean the car accident that nurse died in? Oh, here we go. I brought my own clip-in with me today. Here, pal. This is for you. Imagine Phoenix explaining Cyclops and Maya channeling his dead boss for real to this child and trying to explain actual magic with facts and logic that make no sense. Newspaper clipping 2 added to the court record. Okay, there it is. I needed to fucking... I need to have the name of the nurse. The sequel to the news. The back of the newspaper. Didn't show it to Gumshoe or talk to him again. I just showed it to him. Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Like, what is it? A story about an accident? Please read the victim's name. Mimi Miney. Miney is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Mimi Miney wouldn't have happened to be a relative of yours, would she? So you noticed. She was my older sister. I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister, was she a nurse, perhaps, at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray's surgical clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. Eating her hat like Mochi. Turner Gray, yeah. Please, tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. My sister's name was Mimi Miney. She was, like, a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. That's what I thought. I heard that, like, Dr. Gray was really tough on people. Like, a total slave driver. My sis was, like, always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. Wiped out? So that's why she fell asleep at the wheel? That guy, like, drove my sis so hard, like, that's why the accident happened. The one where 14 patients died from malpractice. Yeah, like, I think that was the doctor's fault, too. My sis was pushed by, like, everyone's expectations and, like, her duties and stuff. And that pushed her to her death. Oh, I'm sorry. So, like, are we done? I've, like, already told my story to, like, everyone. Jesus Christ, how did he still have a license? Because he blamed the nurse. He's like, it's not my fault. It was the nurse's fault. Do you understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how a psych lock works. Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to. The lock this time was pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying. Okay. Bye. Hi, Gumshoe. Yeah, I don't need to talk to him again. Anybody in the channeling chamber? No. Big ups to that dude in 4 that just has ones you can't open. I went the wrong way. Still haven't talked to Gumshoe about the article, the second one. I guess I need to present it to him. He gave it to me. Why would I need to show him it? Ooh, I better shut my mouth. What? I'm not gonna give you any information about evidence, pal. Oh. Yeah, nothing. June 20th, Crane Village. Mr. Nick. What's wrong? I've never left Crane Village. Really? Wow, that's pretty amazing. You are going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi. Blowing you up. I just showed it to him. That's the only way I would be able to open it, unless I need to show it to him. He says he's not going to talk about it, and then I go to talk to him about it. She ran off. Again. Well, I know Enie's secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm going to save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. I don't think you talked to him. I mean, I didn't talk to him after he showed me. Yeah, he's gone. He fully leaved. Unshrimp and hydrate.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
No! No! I can't have failed. There's no way. Show it to him twice and he'll just tell me everything I want to know. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? Must be Maya. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? That voice. Mia! Even without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand on your own. With my iron brassiere, I'd recognize that rack anywhere. Cover him up, harlot. Don't say that to Mia. She keeps her law knowledge in her tits. Mia, she's Maya's older sister and my mentor. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. I was talking to you? My tits are covered. My tits are so covered. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help just like this. They aren't. They're totally covered. Sure, there's a little bit uncovered, but like, come on. Come on! Big ass window. Look, I have to let the heat out somewhere. I'd be overheating in this otherwise. Her spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for a bit. Phoenix, you can make that kind of face in front of your client. Fit my whole fuck, I left my tools at work. Oh no! Look, a big ass window killed Maya. A statue killed Maya. That's what your giant ears are for. The ears also help with temperature regulation, I'm not gonna lie. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, and especially when it's bad. Mia. You can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. There was a big-ass window involved, okay? The big-ass window actually helped us solve the case. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix. But... So, tell me all about it. I'm gonna guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble again. I told her everything about what had happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes, deep in thought, while she listened. I see. Mia, what am I supposed to do? It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. And that is? Tell me, please! Believe in your convictions. And fight for the complete acquittal of your client. Your sister is convicted for murder again. She was never convicted of murder. You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure? I know she is, and I'll give you a hint as to why. Yes? Mediums can't have dreams. They can't? From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah, she said she dreamt that she had died and had been buried in the ground. But that is impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears. which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time. Then, what does that mean? I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up. A setup? It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? What you're saying is Maya's fake psychic. No, I think she was knocked unconscious. If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. It is? Just as it sounds, Phoenix, you already hold the key. Loud wink. Really? Come on, show me the key to this case. The key, huh? Alright, I'll show it to her. The key I hold. Mia, have you seen this key before? Ah, the key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that's happened in this case. This key. Phoenix, listen. Right now, that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. What does she mean? I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. This bum-ass key. Hey, have you seen a house? The movie or the TV show? Because I've seen the TV show. I haven't seen the movie. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to this case is. That is enough. But, how can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Movie? No, the TV show. Is it good? I really enjoy it. It's extremely stupid. Who could have... It's one of my favorite Sherlock Holmes adaptations, frankly. It's stupid, but in the best way. Yeah, exactly. I didn't know it at the time. So it's like Psych? No, it's not like Psych at all. Psych knows it's ridiculous, and is purposefully ridiculous. House tries to take itself seriously, but kind of in a jokey way. But this day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. Oh, shit! Mia? What? What's wrong? That's right, only I can see the Cyclops. Mia killed him. 1 billion chain attacks. Which means Mia must know something about the real murderer. But for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key from even me. What in the world is going on? Phoenix, I know you're the real killer. You keep blocking out and murdering people. You keep blacking out and murdering people. And then acquitting your client who has nothing to do with it. Send her boobs to jail. Or sending every one of her body parts to jail. When she turns back into Maya, she can come out. In between, she needs to have hot gay sex with Lana Skye. They're so big, they're already there. What? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean... No, I heard it's his successor this time. Successor? Manfred Von Karma was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks, all so he could win. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sort of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now his successor... I wonder what kind of person they'll turn out to be. It's no good. Mystic Maya! Oh, it's Pearly. I thought it was either Pearl or fucking Big Hair. Pearly! You showed up! Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. We know his tricks. He faked evidence and killed people. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then you came all by yourself? Yup. I snuck out of the manor and followed a map. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran. I can't. Oh, my. If it takes 2 hours by train, oh, man. Pearly, what about the train? Huh? What's a train? I give up. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth? Who's that? He's Nick's rival? Well, he's also a friend. I still remember him as though I'd seen him only yesterday. Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. Whoa, lag. It was always back and forth with them. But when you're rivals for life... That's his boyfriend, Maya. Be respectful. I think rivals for life is just as gay. Maya! Please don't mention that name ever again. Uh-huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone. And he's not coming back. What? Wait, wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick? June 21st, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. There she is! This is like Wright's post-breakup arc with how he talks about it. Yeah, basically. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and defense prepared? He just left a note saying he was dead. Yeah, basically. What is with this kid? Ahem. Mr. Wright, are you prepared? Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct? Hold on. So she is the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma? I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy. I see? I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Revenge? Is this about her father, Manfred Von Karma? If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can... Ow! I'm talking. If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Ow! Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please. Those of Von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. Very well. What is the defense's position? Your Honor? Does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes. Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense. A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in the defense of themselves. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but... 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I have to play with you. And then on my second playthrough of the game, I just fucking unload on him with my infinite ammo magnum. And he just, like, falls over. And I get a pretty gem that I sell for a bunch of money. The defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. He dies of cringe. How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness. She's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose. I'm gonna play them again. 1 through 3. Witness, your name and occupation. Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Ah! Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder. Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor. Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. Ah, and that's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I have ever presided over. Floor plans. So, how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time, then. Cause of death. Getting shot in the head. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir, with this sick fucking revolver. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But, before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. So the victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. He was stabbed on the chest. He was shot in the forehead at point blank. Okay, gotcha. The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Cause of death. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. The victim? Now, why would he have... Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point is, you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints? There were fingerprints? Along with the victims, the defendant, Maya Faye's, were also on the grip, sir. Yeah, but her physical body changes when she's channeling, so... So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. Ugh, I walked right into her hands there. The shot was fired from point-blank range. Point-blank, huh? So how far away is that? It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. And how do you know he was shot at point-blank? I assume it's gunshot residue. Tisk, 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 Mr. Phoenix Wright. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. Excuse me? Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn? When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. Live and learn! Anyway. Going on the edge of tomorrow! Stabbed. And what was he stabbed with? A fruit knife? I see. And whose knife was it? It looks like it belongs to the face, sir. And of course, Maya Faye's fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh? This does not look good. Ha ha ha. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or should I say Phoenix Wrong? How severe was the wound? If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand. This testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill. Phoenix misspeak. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yup, sure as sure can be. One look at the wounds and you'd come to the same conclusion too, pal. A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter, then, which was first? Can I share a silly little thing you achieved? Of course! I like hearing about achievements. Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Ugh, what a pain. That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today. Very well. The court accepts them into evidence. Maya's and Gray's fingerprints. There's Maya's fingerprints. Okay. The date and the time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time. And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them, huh? Made a little mod and downloaded it to ModDB, and it's got more than 1,000 down. That's so fucking cool. That's awesome. What's the mod? I'm curious. Or at least what game is it for? This does seem like an open and shut case. Naturally. This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there's no room left for doubt, is there? That is quite true, Mr. Wright. Yes? Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose. See? Just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes. Oh, it's for Anomaly? Oh, cool. I'm planning to play Anomaly at some point. So I'll definitely have to see about it, installing that. What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance. This is a huge decision. I'd better think this through all the way. No, it's not guilty. Real life thing for a hot second, or is now a bad time? I mean, it's not like something's happening that I can't pause. What's up? Don't be a pussy, Phoenix. We would basically be confessing to murder. Oh, no problem, yeah. I just have to take care of a real life thing real quick. Shouldn't take much time at all. Ba-da-da-ba-da-da-da. We gotta pop some money out of savings for something, just real quick. And it is time sensitive because stores are closing. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I wonder what would have happened if you'd chosen the other option. I'm pretty sure you lose instantaneously. I'm fairly certain, but that might not be true. I assume you just, like, Phoenix is just like, no, we can't do that. That would be fucking stupid. There we go. All set. After the trial, Miles' life would be ruined and she'd be labeled a murderer. I can't let that happen. Holiday, it's all set, in case you're wondering. Just got it done. Your Honor? Have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright? The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal. You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective? Yes, sir. Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike. Yes, sir. Now, see here. Proceedings are run by... Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony. I think the court will like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. Actually, Final Strike is a different Capcom game. Maybe it's a reference. Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this. This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Alright, Mr. Wright. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood spatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse? Ha! What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. Funny as fuck to call her normal clothes a costume. Well, the judge clearly doesn't believe that psychic powers are a real thing, even though they're demonstrably true. Francie is normal. Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier? You're kind of scary today, you know, pal? Come now, Mr. Wright. There's no need for that kind of attitude in my court. She does wear that. They're her clothes. I mean, she wore special clothes for the channeling. It was a different outfit for the channeling specifically. Are your gay boy robes a costume, Baldy? Real. All right. Just please stop glaring at me like that. Maya's costume? Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her. Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today, too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? Oh, no, I guess it's the same clothes. I could have sworn she was wearing something different. This blood on the costume. Lab results show it was the victim's blood. She just dresses like that. So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes. Definitely not good. So, were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence? Gleam from this piece of evidence? Gleam? It's glean, Nick, with an N. Glean. Well... If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad. Not enough time. Let's move on. It's either? Okay. Yes. Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. Wench. Now even the judge is on her side. But if I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? I'm pressing further. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. Well, it's either she doesn't want us to press, or more likely, it's a trap. Oh, there's a hole in the robe. There's a bullet hole through the sleeve. There must be something about this costume. I just have to look harder. Mr. Wright, Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way you're free to poke a hole in it. Ugh, looks like my time's up. So about the costume. There's one little thing. Your Honor? Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about, pal? Where is this problem you're talking about? I've come this far. There's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. Boink. I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. A hole that smells of gunpowder. It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole. Order, order, order. This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else. Maya was shot and killed. Exactly. She can't be guilty if she was the victim. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That, just now, was a fluke. Nothing more. How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. While I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police, what Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then... No way! Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Yes, sir. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's just a picture of it. Okay. Kate on Dakar speakers. Let's go. What is this hole in the sleeve? Sorry, pal. We must have thought it was a tear in the seam. Missing a hole is not what I'm asking about. I'm talking about the hole itself. The smell of gunpowder clearly gives away that it is a bullet hole. Bumping Kate 6 in the club. God, if someone put me on in a club, I would be like, what the fuck? Hello, club goers. Welcome to the Kate 6 mix. We're playing Ace Attorney. Her commentary is confusing the hosts. I'm casting AoEs on them. As if little things like that matter. But they do. A bullet hole in the sleeve, blood spatter all over the costume. Neither of these things can change the fact that the defendant killed the victim. I mean, I think the first one does. I know there's something more to this costume. Fumbling women she didn't even meet. I'm in a committed relationship. It doesn't matter how many women I fumble. Why is no one talking about the second gunshot? Yeah, I know. We'll get to that later, I'm sure. Come now, detective. You're wasting precious time. Yes, sir. He wasn't fighting back? How do you know he was or wasn't? We could find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal. So did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances around this murder changed drastically. Ugh, we're in real trouble now. If only I had something to prove that the victim did fight back. That Von Karma, she thinks she can decide the verdict with his testimony alone. Well, I'll find a critical contradiction somehow, and then I'll have her. Also, there's no motive. Yeah. Let's see. 2 shots fired. Do I present the pistol, you think? Because if there's 2 shots and it's his pistol and he has his fingerprints on it, that's fighting back. Nope, the music kept going. My body. I got blowed up. Do I just fucking present the costume as something that, like, proves that he was fighting back? Because there's a bullet hole in it? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go for the costume. There we go. It was the costume. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes? Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling. You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. 6 shots. Revolver, Ocelot. Revolver, revolver. Revolver. Yeah, I did. Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean? What does it mean? Remember when you typed out that whole fucking, like, with the emojis and shit? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this not what it means to not... Is this what it means to not fight back? You're right. It seems you are correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. Alright, the wind seems to be shifting. What is with that "are you finished yet" laugh? Was that a laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Miss Von Karma? It seems that Maya Fey was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea. That is correct. But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. Ugh. Now that you... Why, that's right. Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all. No! Well, yes, that's true. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in this costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense. How so? Ah! Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course. Huh? You mean by myself? And you want me to put together the scenario all by myself? Ah! Yes, sir. Right away, sir. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. Well, then there would be a burn. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. This scenario I've put together does make sense. Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright? On the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily. Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please. Question is, do I have something that says something about the burn? I guess this one. There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely that the defendant could have stabbed the victim. Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess. You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning? Mr. Phoenix Wright? Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not? When channeling with the Crane channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. I don't believe it. She even studied up on the Crane channeling technique? Like I said before, I am perfect. About what you're talking about, I didn't quite get it. Never mind. Let's continue with the testimony. So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him. If she physically changed, then the fingerprints? That's what I keep saying, yeah? But if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad. How badly hurt would you say he was? Actually, I went to give blood the other day, and afterward I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness? Ah! So, sorry. Where in the world did that pistol come from? It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically bought it for that day. But a handgun? He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder. Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something? So, you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then? Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired. Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. The defendant then picked up the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. Maya has never fired a gun before in her life. The victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you could fire it just by pulling the trigger. Even me. I wonder. Now do you understand? Avon Karma's logic is perfect. His testimony certainly makes us look very bad, but there's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering it is gonna uncover the truth. I can feel it. As he stabbed the victim in the chest, used the last of his strength to fight back. The victim took out his gun, was shot, but were too close, he missed. Ellie is here, don't fuck up. Fuck. Two shots fired. Small fruit knife belonged to the phase. Check button for details. I am not sure. Stabbed in the chest, then shot at point blank. Gunpowder residue around bullet hole. Here I thought you wrinkled your brain. My brain is wrinkled! She got bored and left. You took too long. Fuck! No! I think it's either Maya's costume or the autopsy. I'm gonna say the costume again. Yeah, it's the costume again. Missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. Eh? What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume? Gunpowder burn? This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh! But there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. Her sprite looks so angry. That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. Dipshit. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away. then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away, and it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that? Not possible, he didn't have any strength left. If he was stabbed first, he wouldn't have the strength to do that. As if it was even possible. According to the testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Well, then... That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There. That should satisfy even you. That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright? I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. Something doesn't make sense. If she was pushing the defendant away, he would have ended up closer to the door. There's a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor. Fatal? Flaw? Ow! Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she's about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. Well, she would have had to get the gun before doing her second strike, right? Oh, I guess if he would have fallen over, he wouldn't have shot low, right? No. No dice. Oh, no, I guess it is. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic. What is that, a folding screen? I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Who? Where? What? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please. Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means... When the shot was fired, Maya, I mean the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. Order, order. This changes everything. Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot, and the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location, about 8 inches off the ground. The defendant was in this area. Here. Somewhere around here. Uh-oh, the judge's face is scrunched like he just smelled some serious bad breath. That is, I mean... Wait, I just realized I forgot to brush this morning. Excuse me while I freshen up. Sure? In the meantime, I want you to think things through again, Mr. Wright. Ow. Ah, of course. Oops. I guess she would have to be, like, in between the two? Like, over here? Somewhere around here. Okay, he didn't like it either. Like, what do you mean? Was she here? Like, I don't know what it wants from me. Like, here? He doesn't like it. I don't know what the fucking... Like, further back? Or what? I'm so confused. Stop exploding me! I don't understand what the question is. The defendant was in this area. That's like she was here. Like this is where she was. Unless she was like over here, put it like right in front of the hole. She was here. In the hole. Like right here. He didn't like it. He hated it. Down? Like further down? To the right, like right in front of the hole? Like here? She was standing here near the folding screen. Why would she be standing there? That doesn't make any sense. Why would she be crouched next to the folding screen? Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole, but how can you gauge the distance from that? Yeah, that's my question. Isn't it possible the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? That's impossible. But why? You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns. I don't know how big the room is. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Ugh! Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You... I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways away from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation? It changes everything. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with a knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen? Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job. Ooh. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the blast radius of disaster. You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be the smarmy smile? Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic? Huh? How is it all my fault? You can start repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured your punishment will come later. Punishment? Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Next witness? It's gotta be Lotta. Very well. The court will now take a 5-minute recess. Oh, thank God. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. To be continued. She's gonna take Gumshoe to the glue factory. This happens every chapter. Go make some tea for your throat. I don't like tea. Tea's gross. June 21st, 11:37 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Phew, that was a close one. I know you were giving it your all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. Well, coffee doesn't soothe it, wench. You don't know that. It could soothe me. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. But you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you. Thanks. Wait, tricked? That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? Lying? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? I think you should go drink salt water. See, there's an idea. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart. Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, me and my sister's ghost will come after you and haunt you. Your sister? Are you talking about Mystic Mia? Yeah. Do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. June 21st, 11:43 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court will now reconvene. Now the first order of... Ow! I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy. Yes, sir. Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Hey, Phoenix. How you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know? Ah, yowza! Name and occupation. I declare, what in tarnation? Hey, Judge, this here is violence against my fair self. That's fine. That's fine? This ain't fine, that's a whip! Ah! There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet. The name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer. I'm here to testify. No, let's all be one big happy family, okay? Just gets whipped. It's like, that's fine. That's okay. Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door, and then bang, we hear a gunshot. Mr. Lawyer here there broke down the door down. We rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim, the defendant, waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place? Reckon course? Excuse me? Reckon course? It's short for you reckon? Of course I did. Ah! Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. The moment of truth. What will be in that picture? Let's see here. This here's the picture. Why is she on this side? It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in the room. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. Was it really only those two that went in? What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not? Ugh. Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them? Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two that went into that room. Hold on, we can't have the defense testifying against its own client. Anyway, folks, only the two of them went into the channeling chamber, you hear? But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness, continue. Was it really a gunshot? Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot? Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. And why are we here listening to the defense testify? And the world becomes just a little crueler. I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know. And I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. Now this is where the story heats up. So, let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down? Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why don't you just tell us what happened then? Yes, Miss Von Karma, I broke the door down. Sorry. Why does this feel like an inquisition? No need for apologizing. That was great. You're a real man. Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see. They're just smiling rather openly. I'll take that as a good sign. And what did you see once you broke in? Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Lotta seems awful confident in her testimony. Lotta, please think back to that day one more time. What you getting at? Remember what you said when we broke into the room. I was murdered. Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? When you saw the murder at the time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not. Am I correct? Ah, well, you see. Order! Miss Hart, you are here to present accurate testimony. Yeah, sorry. Good. This shifts things back to my side. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered, one of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in. It looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Exactly. Rats, and I'm trapped like one. Again. Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure am, but that old witch chased us out of the room, so... Old witch. Does she mean Morgan Fey? There was no one else in there, and you know it. The channeling chamber is very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about behind the folding screen? What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? Wreck given? Huh? What in the... Wreck given? You know, you reckon? That's a given. Took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone was hiding out behind that folding screen. If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart. Well, what? You got a problem? Wreck given. I mean, I'm having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you would stop saying such thing as wreck and get... Ah! Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with the testimony, or don't you? Ugh, just as I thought, there's nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. Enough. It seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony. At the time of the crime, only 2 people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey. The face of the defendant could not be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. What am I gonna do? If I just let this go... What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say. If I make one wrong move, I'm gonna have to have the judge against me. Is there anything I can present that would prove it's not Maya in that photo? Let's see. Beep, 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 beep. Her fucking face in this picture. Do I have anything? Maya's at the door in the photo? That's true, I guess. Like, she's facing the wrong direction, but we proved she was on the other side. Well, I don't see a hole in the sleeve. Fuck it. Let's go for it. Your Honor? Mr. Wright, it's possible that the person in this photo is not the defendant. What? Do you know what you're proposing? Yeah, that's just plain fool's talk. Thanks, guys. Your show of support was just great. Now, Mr. Wright, show me those. Please show the court some proof. Prove to the court this person in this photo is not Maya Fey. I couldn't see a hole in the picture, but it could be covered up. Maya was supposed to be on the other side, but I'm not sure what would prove that. No hole, no blood. Well, there would be no blood on the front. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Here's your proof. Is there a problem? Oh, no, I thought I would work on my inflections. Just wondering what an objection with a twist of "you're wrong" sounds like. Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, but I don't follow your logic. Ow. Shoot, I guess I wasn't showing enough confidence. Now then, Mr. Wright, please show the court some proof. Is it the key? I don't think it's the key. That doesn't prove anything. He was shot point blank, and then we immediately walked up. Like, she's far away from the body. He said, prove it's not Maya. Is there something, Maya, that I can... No, there's... A lot of mention of one gunshot, but there are two shots, two opportunities. We've been over the 2 gunshots. This is specifically proving that that it's not Maya Fey in the picture. Because, like, the gun wouldn't have her fingerprints on it if she changed forms. But I don't know if that also changes fingerprints. Shot at point blank, but she had time to walk away. The key is tempting. I'm tempted by the key. I only have 2 shots. Yeah, he didn't say something specific, so we're fucked. I'm gonna save real quick. Well, I'll save here. Wait, what have you tried so far? I've tried the outfit, and I've tried the key. Those are the 2 things I've tried. Do I just present the picture? And then I point out something? Where's the knife? That's true. Present the picture? I think I'm gonna present the picture. No, we're fucked. As soon as he says, here's your proof, you're wrong. I don't remember this one, though. Oh, my death. Oh my god, they changed who was behind the witness stand. Fuck. Damn it. What if I just give up? I'm gonna try one more piece of evidence. And then I'm gonna try giving up. The person in this photo is not Maya Fey. Can I argue that it's the person she's channeling? Maybe? Yeah, it's me. Teeps the Murderizer. That is your true title. We know this. I'm gonna try Mimi Miney. Can I cheat and check the wiki? Sure. I am lost, Ed. We're on our final thing. Have you tried giving up? That was the next thing I was gonna try. Because I assume if I give up, then Mia will be like, "Hello, Phoenix. You shouldn't give up. Here's a new piece of evidence." That's generally what happens when you are forced to give up at in a situation. Well, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not Maya Fey. I didn't say anything about giving up. Except for the choice I did. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. That's enough. Is this it? Is this all I could do? I think it's quite obvious to this court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible. I told you. Totally 100% impossible. Miss Von Karma, do you have any further questions for this witness? Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed. What about the defense? No further questions, I presume? I couldn't protect Maya. The defense... Have you tried the wrong piece of evidence? Yes. See, here's Mia. Phoenix. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer's someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Mia! There she is. I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say? But Pearls! Her clothes are a bit small. I'll fucking say, Jesus Christ! Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go! But how? She's already taken away every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully one more time about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? Dr. Gray! The second picture, yeah. Is no one gonna acknowledge the child shot up to twice her height into a grown-ass woman? I mean, why would you? That's normal. You see, there's one final piece to this puzzle. Mia? Question Lotta one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully. Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period. Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time. Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, It's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. And what better time than this for you to see that? But, I mean, I have some place I must go after that. Ow! Alright, I'll allow it. Mrs. Hart, please hurry up and give us another testimony. Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber. Okay, you got it. See, you got through the judge somehow, right? No. Well, actually, it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. Part 2. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was, kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. But I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. Nothing sounds different from before. Some parts of her testimony are very vague. I should press her on those sections. Struggle all you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm waiting. So, what did she look like? You know, she looked almost like a different person. A different person? She may have seemed like a different person, however, she was still Maya Fey. We have already made that point abundantly clear. Yes, that is true. Well then, Miss Hart, did you happen to see anything else? Then perhaps that body was not Dr. Gray's at all. Well, I reckon that's possible. If the body inside that room was not that of Dr. Gray, then whose body was it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Well, what if it was that of Maya Fey after the channeling? Or maybe... Ow! Foolish fool, spouting foolishness just as I expected out of a foolish fool such as you. Save, Catgirl? I'll save when I have to present something. If that were the case, then it would mean Maya Fey is in fact dead. And that would make the defendant's chair quite a lonely place, wouldn't it? Hydrate. Yuck. Sorry, Maya. Are y'all done here? Can I continue? And even knowing that, you still persist in being a paranormal photographer. That's why I'm getting out of this here business. This gal's gonna get the dirt on the stars and be a tabloid photographer from now on. She goes through jobs faster than a baby through diapers. Ah! Mr. Phoenix Wright, would it kill you to stay on topic for a change? Well, would it, Mr. Wright? Nice, tag-teamed in stereo. Guess I should be grateful it's not in 5.1. 2, right? 2 what? 2 shots. You took 2 shots. But only 1 has been submitted as evidence. Miss Hart, where is the other picture you have been withholding? The tits on Mia's model in the fucking zoom out. No. You got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I could be a little mean, but I ain't evil. Well, at least she knows herself. Then why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet? Well, ain't that obvious? That prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it. What? Von Karma! Miss Von Karma, you were hiding critical evidence. Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this? You're as bad as your father. I'll leave it to the judge. Ugh, I'm so mad that even my throat's clenching up. Better let the judge handle this. Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court? I thought this picture was not important and thus felt no need to submit it. That's all. How could you think? The pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence. More trouble than it's worth? How can you say that? If you want to see it that badly, I'll submit it. The tits! What is this picture? It's obviously the second picture the witness took that day at the scene of the crime. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur. Her eyes? Yeah, her tits are crazy, and also the blood is not on the purple part of her uniform. It's the nurse? Well, of course it's the nurse. I think the important part here is the person in this picture. This most definitely is not Mia Fey. What is the meaning of this? This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I or should I not insist that the person in this picture is not Maya? I'm gonna drop the issue because it's Francisca already knows how it works. She's gonna argue it. It's no good. We've been through this so many times. This is not like you, Mr. Wright. Why are you not objecting? The person in this photo is clearly not the defendant, and yet... Haha. There is no way you can raise an objection and hope to live. Explain yourself. Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. This was taken yesterday at the detention center's visitor's room. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fey, during his visit. Maya Fey? But is this a totally different person? She looks this way because she is obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit. It's unbelievable that she can... Yet it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. When something stinks, you know it's the butts. Miss Von Karma, a word, if I may. Mia? Taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. Surely you must know that this picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously, I know this picture is illegal. But I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. I just took it illegally. What is she? From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind. I don't have even a single witty line. Cool explanation, still a crime. Yeah, basically. It looks like we've been had. I don't claim to understand this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person that is the defendant, Maya Fey? If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it'll cost me. Time to save again, because I'm at 1 life. Is there any way I can prove the person in this picture is not Maya? I can prove it. Oh wait, both sleeves are visible now? Yep, and the blood is in the wrong place. Your Honor. Oh, the fire has returned to your eyes, I see. This picture. With this in this picture lies a critical contradiction to the testimony up till now. A contradiction? So, you think you've spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. Why don't you point out exactly what is so strange in this picture to the court? I can't remember what sleeve it is. Fuck. Please direct your attention here. To the sleeve? But there isn't anything odd about it. And that is exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. Should be there. Ah! There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well. Miss Von Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence? You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this. Alright, this should do some major damage to her argument. Don't celebrate yet. You like to bring down the mood, don't you? Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face. Ugh, she's got that condescending grin plaster all over her face again. Tisk, tisk. Jumping the gun again, I see. Your Honor, I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools. What do you mean? And what incompetent fools? If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. And I didn't. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was of any value to this case. I see. She's lying through her teeth, I know it. How could you not love smug girls? Smug girls are the best. That woman knew about everything. The bullet hole, the picture, everything. But you can't prove that. Franciscus von Karman's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure the detective gets what's coming. I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth as his next salary discussion. Poor Gumshoe. In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in its sleeve. However, from this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, there was none. The judge is confused by this strange twist of events. His salary is so low, he has to pay to remain employed. He's literally only in it for the love of the game at this point. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you've got into this one shot, alright? That's a save. That's a save flag right there. Got it. Watch this, Maya. Your Honor, there's only one logical explanation for the contradiction. He's in it for the love of Capcom, not having to draw another character. The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person's clearly does not. There can only be one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. What? What? Oh, what? I miss Lily. Oh, I'm sorry, Uplink. Order, order, order. If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial. Ow! Ah! Why me? The defense's argument is a complete mess. A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please enlighten us. Hey, witness! Ah! What the heck? Is that what we ask a gal for a favor? Be quiet, you. You were the one who said it was only the two of them when you entered the room. Well, you know, if you were lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see. Yeah, look, sis, you're looking mighty scary, so why don't we say you... Ah! I swear, I wasn't lying or nothing. She triggered her enraged face. Watch out for the AoE markers. Truly. There wasn't anyone else in there, honest. You see? Now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did this other woman appear from? Why is it lately all I want to do is cry? Well, if the person in this picture is not the defendant, then this poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from? That's right! Now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix Wright. I can't believe that even Mia's calling me by my full name. But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now? To turn things around? That's right, Mia would always turn things around and change her perspective. Answer now, cat girl, or I'll take you out behind the shed. Oh no! I have to save before they take me out behind the shed. Phoenix. So where did this intruder appear from, and where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at this situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left the room somehow? If I could just prove that either one of those conditions were true. Mr. Wright, let's hear what you've come up with. I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is... saving. What if Maya was never there in the first place? Something I can't explain yet. I'm sorry, but I simply can't. You see? It was me. Hi, Mezzo. Why did you kill Dr. Gray? Besides being a terrible doctor? And the reason is quite simple, because there is no explanation. That's why. As I thought, another big waste of this court's time. Phoenix, you can't just give up like that. But Mia, rethink things one more time. There has to be an explanation. I'm already perfect, so of course my conclusions are also perfect. Alright, Phoenix, calm down and let's try this one more time. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room, and what if Maya had left that room somehow? A third person entered it, I guess. That's my original thought. Your Honor, I would like to present some evidence. I have proof that there was someone else in the room before the murder took place. Key. Please take a good look at this. Okay, I've already seen it. Thank you. And what is the purpose of this item? I'll just gonna load real... no, the music's still going. I definitely fucked it up. I'm just gonna load right now before I get killed. Maya had left the channeling chamber at some point, and the defense can prove this. Oh, how a foolish fool makes a foolish face while dreaming foolishly foolish dreams. Maya Fey was being looked after by her aunt, Morgan Fey. Kate on Discord sending me random Tumblr posts. The chances of her leaving the crime scene is lower than the detective's salary. Prove that from the murder until the time of arrest, the defendant had left the room. I'm going with the key again. Hopefully some of the posts were ones I reblogged. There's no telling. Miss Hart, do you remember this key? Well, I've seen it. Hey! That's the channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, Maya had locked the door from the inside with that. The defendant herself locked the door. Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. That key's the only one of its kind, after all. Oh, one of a kind, you say? Wait, Mr. Phoenix right? Yes. It looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but why is that key currently in your possession? Huh? What do you mean? If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her. Yes, agreed. However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. Ah, well ain't that a kick? So how come you're holding it? I got this as a present from a certain little girl. And that little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time. Teeps, you have to stop killing people. At least in games where killing people matters. That's preposterous. This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. I won't. I'm not shocked. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you. No! No! Bitch! I mean, Mr. Phoenix right. It seems we have come to an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, the key has been submitted as evidence. Ms. Von Karma, how can this be? I need a limiter on my mic? Do I actually? I can lower the volume. Or is it like crackling or something? At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible. My perfect case. How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't you think you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I'm a prodigy. I have never lost a case. And I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. You must be blind. I don't care what I have to do, I will get my guilty verdict. That's enough. If you would like to continue, please do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. Court is adjourned. June 21st, 1:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Wow! That was you, Pearly? You summoned my sis? Yes, I felt I had no choice. Great going, Pearly. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know? Yeah. It's not like anyone else in there could have done that. Nick. I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room. And I don't think that a third person could have gone into that room. Yeah. Well, at least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. Like, what happened in that room, for instance? Yeah, I'm counting on you. I envy the two of you. Oh, by the way, Nick. Do you think you could take Pearly back home for me? Sure. Alright, Pearls, you ready to go buy some tickets? Huh? A ticket? Poor thing. So sheltered. She doesn't even know what a ticket is. She's never been caught speeding before. June 21st, 3:24 p.m., Khura'in Village. Thank you very much for bringing me home, Mr. Nick. You're welcome. I had to come and look into a few things here today anyway. I thought about this a little. If Mystic Maya didn't kill that nice man... She definitely didn't. Yes, of course. But if she didn't, then someone else did, right? That murderer person. Yes, Pearls. Oh, I see. She hasn't even seen public transportation before. It's true. Here in the Americas, we've never even heard of a T-Rain. I wonder what's wrong. She seems sad. So, what did you think of seeing your first trial? I was really surprised. I had never seen so many people before. Oh. And Mystic Maya looked so small and helpless. Well, Maya's already naturally short, so... And then that snobby woman with the ruffy clothes? Roughly... Oh, she means Francisca. She had such a bad attitude. She acted like she had already decided that Mystic Maya did it. I'm gonna tell her what I think of her tomorrow. I wouldn't miss tomorrow's trial for the world. Why was that woman bullying Mystic Maya? Well, she's the opposite of a lawyer. A prosecutor. That is not correct. Phoenix, do you not know what a lawyer is? You could be like, there are two different types. I mean, there's a lot more than two different types, but specifically in a criminal case, there are two different types. You have the prosecution and the defense. A prosecutor is also a lawyer. So her job is to prove people guilty. Given how often prosecutors break the law in Phoenix, right? Yeah, they just don't know what the law is. They'll just do whatever. They don't care if someone's innocent. All they care about is if they win. That is not what a prosecutor should be worried about. That's terrible. But she's really a good prosecutor with a heart on the inside, right? There's no one like that. All prosecutors are the same. Well, he might have become a good guy, eventually. He? Who are you talking about, Mr. Nick? All prosecutors are evil in this universe. Is it that person Mystic Maya was talking about? Mr. Edgeworth? Mr. White as a freight train Edgeworth. That was a long time ago. He's not around anymore. Huh? He clutched onto his foolish pride too fiercely, and died for it. Oh, that's too bad. Who tops and who bottoms discuss. I can't speak to this. Mr. Ed Sheeran. By the way, yes, what is it? You wouldn't happen to know anything about who the murderer is, would you? Well, why are you asking me? No, I was just thinking earlier. I didn't see anything. She didn't see anything, huh? Speaking of that, during the murder, where was Pearls, and what was she doing? And on top of that, the key. me available to actually watch the stream more likely than you think. I don't think it's that likely, but I'm glad you're here. Just when did she pick this up? Edgeworth keeps trying to top, but Phoenix fumbles his way onto being the top every time. I just realized I never asked you what you were doing at the time of the crime. Pearls, where were you and what were you doing when the murder happened? So it was Pearls as the nurse who did it? I don't know, actually. Because Maya was definitely channeling the nurse. Ah! What I was doing? I wasn't doing anything. She's really bad at lying. You can whisper it to me. I won't tell anyone else. I promise. Oh, fuck. Pearl's the liar. Ah! I guess you can see through my lie, huh? Yeah, clearly. I can't lie to you, can I, Mr. Nick? So I literally have to I have to break her psych locks to actually get her to tell me the truth, even though she knows that I can tell that she's lying. Alright, so what do we got? Pearl, you have to tell me what you were doing when the murder happened, okay? But what if I can't just tell you what happened? Then I'll guess what happened. How does that sound? What? You can do that? You'll tell me if I guess something right, won't you? Yes. Now, when the murder was taking place, you were here, right? Why do I only have one life still? I'm gonna die. June 21st, Fey Manor Meditation Room. It's really empty. Because it's the same day, Uzi. Fuck! Damn it! Training was supposed to be held today, but I guess it's already over. June 21st, Fey Manor Channeling Chamber. Looks like Morgan's here too, but she hasn't noticed me yet. What is she doing? Looks like she's talking to a picture? The evil face. Don't you see? Take a look around. Finally, my chance has come. I've waited for this day for so long. That's right. Prepare yourself, dear Misty. What in the... Who's there? Okay, because you didn't short rest and use her hit dice? Fuck! Oh, if it isn't Mr. Wright. Just curious, but that picture you were just looking at... Oh, today was that event, was it not, good sir? I heard you did well. Huh? Oh, yes, thank you. I'm terribly sorry I could not attend the trial today. Please accept my apology. I had a previous engagement as I had to watch over the trainees' training today. I get the sense she really doesn't want to talk about the picture. All because the master can't be here with us, you understand. And that is why a lowly branch family member such as myself must do this. I guess this is an altar. Whatever it is, it feels very important. A mirror-like object with a cloudy reflective surface, and some branches of a sacred tree have been set in a predetermined arrangement. I guess they're used during the channeling. This folding screen is really showing its age. All of its edges are a bit tattered. The lettering is fading too. I think I recognize a few of the characters on here. Kurain. I'm pretty sure that's what it says. Maybe I'll ask Maya about it later. There's some empty space behind the folding screen. Completely dark. I know I should have taken a look. I can always count on Lotta and make things hard. Have you remembered anything about the murder? No, I told you everything I know already. Were you in this room the whole time Lotta and I went to call the police? Yes, of course. I was by Mystic Maya's side the entire time. I performed the spirit severing technique and held her in my arms afterwards. You said that yesterday as well. Did anything else happen? You can count on me to make things hard. I would like to say more did, however, that is all that occurred. I was really hoping for some new info. I suppose nothing happened in the end, good sir. Sorry to have played on your hopes. Could you possibly be more patronizing? So, do the students train every day? Yes, absolutely. They were given a day off the day after the murder, of course. However... And I assume both Maya and Pearls went through this training? Mr. Wright. Yes. Wow, she got real scary real fast. How many times must I tell you before you understand, good sir? They are to be addressed as Mystic Maya and Mystic Pearl. Sorry, I meant Mystic Maya and Mystic Pearl. Wait, I'm sorry, but Mystic Pearl? Isn't that going a bit too far? Next question, please. Oh man, she's really being a pain in the butt about this. Please remember to watch not only what you say, but how you say it, good sir. So the master is, Maya's mother, right? Mystic Misty. She is a brilliant medium. And where is she now? She died. We are not sure. Or no, she ran away? I can't remember what happened. Not sure. About 16 or 17 years ago, Mystic Misty failed at channeling a certain spirit. And after that, she simply disappeared. I don't believe she will return to this village, in any case. And in 4 years' time, her name will be forever erased from this village. Morgan makes you rephrase it as, may I go to the bathroom? She really would. And then I would hold out a dictionary and I would be like, well, May's secondary definition is essentially just can, so... Can's second definition is basically just may, so, can I go to the bathroom? A person who has been away from the village for over 20 years is considered dead. Wiped from the annals of history. Oh no. Oh, I see. And that is 4 years from now for her. When that happens, a new master will be appointed to Khura'in Village. And Mystic Maya was supposed to become the next master. However, with this murder, I'm afraid... I must be imagining things. I thought she was laughing to herself for a second there. Take a look at this gun. Look at this cool gun I found. No, I fucking went back into the channeling chamber. June 21st, Fey Manor, Winding Way. Looks like there's no one here. And even though the weather is gorgeous today, it's raining inside my heart. This character? It's a really old urn. There are ashes of a person long dead inside. Why so furious? I'll defeat you with the power of friendship in this loaded gun I found. Yeah, exactly. June 21st, Fey Manor, side room. The bedding is all laid out today, too. Guess I'll leave them alone for now. Really? There's still somebody in this bed? Excuse me. Who am I talking to? There's no one here. I keep wondering about this box. I'm sure this wasn't here before the murder took place. Looks like a box for storing clothes, but it's pretty big for just clothes. It's mostly empty, but a few folded pieces of channeling costumes sit at the bottom. It's a small alcove. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean or symbolize. If I had one of these in the office, it would end up as storage space. Bear. Tell me about this key. About this key, Pearls. You found it on the day of the murder, right? Yes. Now, where you found this key is very important. So, please tell me, Pearls, where did you find this? I found it in the incinerator. The incinerator? She talking about the one in the garden? The door on it was a little open, so I took a peek. When was that? It was after the channeling, when everyone was in panic. Mr. Nick? Yes? Are you gonna tell my mother? Huh? You mean tell Morgan what you did? Yes, if she finds out that I was playing in the leftover trash, I'll get a spanking. Ah, gotcha. Well, let's keep it a secret from her then, alright? The incinerator, huh? Sounds like a good place to search next. I thought I was forgetting something. June 21st, Fay Manor, Winding Way. Hey, there's someone by the incinerator. Oh, looks like they've noticed me. And they're running at top speed towards me. Oh, hey. Like, you're that dentist guy. Actually, it's Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nice to see you again. Oh, like, real suave. So it's like, my turn? It's nice to see you, too. So, what's up? You're all out of breath. Like, huh? Oh, like, you mean... Like, I'm just totally happy and, totally excited to be here. Want to hear something funny? Always. Excited? Like, I mean, there are so many things to, see. It's, the real deal here. Oh, really? For example? For example, that urn over there. Do you, know about it? All I see is an old cracked piece of pottery. That's right. Pearl said she found this key inside the incinerator. Using a bow in Monster Hunter Wilds has a focus mode that just turns it into Magic Archer. That's so funny. Like at Homes? I guess I should take a look inside for myself. This is from Maya's costume. There's blood on it. A tiny bit, but still. So, someone tried to burn this. And this key was also found in there. I get the feeling this incinerator played a crucial part in this murder. I'm a fucking longsword main, personally. Is there some sort of legend connected with that urn? Yeah, it's like this village's treasure. Huh, didn't know that. And, it's sealed inside that urn? Yeah, you play the really easy one. I played the fun one, which was very confusing in Rise. I started playing it, I was like, what is all this shit? Longsword base, fuck my comrades, I solo. Well, I'm glad that in World and, in later games, they removed the stack. They, removed a lot of the stagger that Longsword does, because otherwise it would be unplayable in multiplayer. In Generations Ultimate, when I was playing multiplayer, I always played Agile Greatsword instead of Longsword. Because it would fuck everyone over so bad. It's? What are you talking about? You know. Amy Faye's spirit. Amy Faye? Who's that? Go look at the stuff they're adding back to it in Wilds. Oh, I hope they're adding some stuff I like. And I hope they're dumbing it down a little bit more. In Rise, there was too much stuff. And I need my critical juncture back. Jeez, Mr. Smith, get with the program. Everyone knows that lady that founded the Crane channeling technique was Mystic Emmy. Did you see my, LS armor for World? I don't think so. You don't have to get I don't know why I thought that was Eenie. You don't have to get upset with me. So, as long as her spirit, lives in that urn, the spiritual power of the Faye family will stick around. Isn't that totally romantic? Romantic, huh? If that urn is really as important as she says, it could be a vital clue. Eenie, I want to ask you about the murder? Murder. Dr. Gray's? Remember? As if there's another one? Oh, that one! You should have said so in the first place. So, I totally don't know anything, because I was, sleeping in the side room? Well, that's not much help. Did you notice anything at all? Like, come on. What a total bore. I, like, totally have nothing to do with this, like, murder thing. Oh, yeah. You only introduced Dr. Gray to Crane Village. No relation, sure. Even if you're only acquaintances, that still means you knew him. Furthermore, your sister, who died in that accident, was a nurse at his clinic. Alright then. Why don't you tell me about your sister's fatal accident? Like, why? You think, like, it's got something to, like, do with the murder? I don't know yet, but I'm trying to chase down every lead I can. Shocker. Cyclox? Like, what is it? Looks like I'm gonna need something to pry her mouth open on this one. So the spirit in this urn, huh? All I can see are a bunch of cracks. But I guess maybe the spirit could live in the space between the cracks? Looks like something's written on it. I am? Huh. Weird. Sacred urn added to the court record. Nothing new here. Say the rest? Say the rest of what? I'm gonna show Pearl the pot. I think I am. Well, I am all of me. I am all of me. Ba 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 ba. Channeling chamber. She doesn't give a shit. She doesn't give a shit. The shadow game is so dumb in the best way. I didn't talk to Maya yet. That's a good point. June 21st, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Hey, Nick, I've been waiting. She looks so helpless. So, how was it? What did you find out? Well, I found a few things. Is it so bad that you can't even look me in the eye? I just need a little more time. It'll all come together by tomorrow, I promise. I'm sorry, Nick. Every time I see you, all I do is cause trouble. So how was it? Today's trial, I mean. You were fantastic, Nick. Every time I thought our goose was cooked, you managed to turn it all around. I bet it would make a great Hollywood movie. Don't be silly. We have to concentrate on the trial. We're gonna win this, Maya. Thanks a lot. Really. Hey, Nick. The person who shot Dr. Gray wasn't me, was it? Of course not. You're completely innocent. If that were true, then I'd be really happy, but... there wasn't anyone else in that room with the two of us, right? Well, did you check behind the folding screen? I took a quick glance, but there wasn't anyone there. That's exactly what Lotta said, too. From a scientific standpoint, drinking room temperature water is, in fact, the best way to consume water. I love ice, so, I can't speak to whether or not that's good or not. Scientifically, drinking room temperature water helps you absorb water better. That is just like from an objective standpoint true. I don't drink room temperature water if I can manage it, but that is true in a scientific sense. Fuck you. I'm just presenting the facts. Why do you believe in me? Why do you think I didn't kill Dr. Gray? Because of something Mia told me. My sis? What did she tell you? You won't survive the future. She said that spirit mediums can't have dreams. When you're channeling, it's impossible for you to dream because your soul leaves you. Now that you mention it... wait, then I really am... You are not the real murderer. I think that maybe before you even called the spirit, you were drugged. Drugged? I think this was planned from the very beginning. And you were set up to take the blame for killing Dr. Gray. That's... I want to ask you something about Pearls. Pearly? What about her? No matter what I try, she won't answer me. I want to know what she was doing at the time of the murder. Huh? Well, wait, Nick, you don't think she did it, do you? I mean, if she did, then she'll get off with just, like, she's a minor, so she's good. No, nothing like that. She'd never do anything like that. You hear me? Never. She's a great kid and really cute and really great and cute. I didn't really think she was the murderer. But she's definitely hiding something. You were with her on that day, right? Yeah, the two of us. We were playing with her ball. A ball, huh? Sounds like a dead end to me. So about this ball, it's nothing really special. Just a plain old ball. I think you were still playing with it when I got started on the channeling job that day. Pearly really loves to play with that ball. She loves to play with that ball, huh? When she wants to get it, she always climbs right into the clothing box. The clothing box? Yeah. Pearly's always hiding in there. You know the side room? There's a clothing box in there. It's really big, so once you see it, I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about. Pearl will never be balling. She is constantly balling. Child with an 8-foot vertical leap. The clothing box in the side room, huh? June 21st, Karain Village. Ah! Ah! Hey, wait, please, Lotta! She ran off into the manor. Freak? Okay, like Mike ass. She uses her psychic powers. It's not special sneakers or whatever the plot of that movie was. Lotta. Ah! Hey! I'm telling you, quit following me, you hear? I'm a worthless piece of trash. You lay eyes on me, they'll turn to dust. Oh, there it is. This. Oh, she likes the Steel Samurai. I bet Maya got it for her. I'm pretty sure I saw Lotta run in this direction. But it doesn't look like she's here. It's Pearl's ball. Maya said that it's always kept in the clothing box. So then, what is it doing on the floor? Well, Lotta's in there. It's the clothing box where Pearl's ball is usually kept. I wonder what's inside. Ah! What? What were you doing in there? What were you thinking? I'm a bad person. Just another piece of human trash. I need a hole to crawl into. So you crawled into this clothing box because there wasn't a hole to crawl into. Oh, man. Huh? There's a small hole in this clothing box. And it's about 8 inches off the ground. That's the same height as the hole in the folding screen. Then could this... clothing box, baby. Pearl got shot and died. I don't think that's true. I thought I felt my soul take off for a second when Lotta jumped out at me. So it's big enough to fit a grown adult. Well, if she can be called an adult. June 21st, Fey Manor Meditation Room. Oh, Mr. Nick, that person ran by here just now. What person? You know, the person with those fluffy cotton candy hair. Ah, she means Lotta. She said, don't look at me with them eyes, but I'm not that scary, am I? I wish Lotta was a ghost. Do you think Maya would channel Lotta and her hair would get all poofy? I don't think that's quite what she meant. Oh, that's right. She also wanted me to tell you, going on a trip to find myself, so don't you bother finding me. Oh. Well, thanks. You're welcome. Ball. She doesn't care about Ball. She hates ball. Children are constantly breaking shit with balls. And she wouldn't tell me because it's the treasure of the village. I didn't save, did I? I didn't save. You were here, Pearls, weren't you? In the winding way. Wow, you got it! So, did you think you could tell me now? I'm sorry, not yet. Man, oh man. Alright, what's next? Okay, I think I know what you were doing there. Do you really know that much? Well, I am a lawyer, you know. Save now then, pussy. I literally can't. I literally cannot save. She was playing with ball. You were playing with this ball, right? Before the green text you can. Well, you see at the bottom there's no options. Like I can't pause the game right now. So I can't save. Ah, that's right. How did you know? Maya told me that you love to play with your ball. Yeah, I was playing with my ball. Uh-huh. And then something happened, huh? Something really bad. What do you mean, something? Nothing happened. This is it. While you were playing with your ball, this happened. Children are always breaking shit. This urn. It's a village treasure, right? And the spirit of the founder of the Korean technique is sealed in here, isn't it? Yes. What's this? It's cracked all over, isn't it? There's even a few gaps here and there. While she was playing with her ball, she accidentally shot Dr. Gray 47 times. Well, you see, she fucking just, like... She bounced the ball off the wall and then bullet parried the ball, like, 100 times. So it got enough speed, enough to stretch out into a small, like, flying object. And then it went right through Dr. Gray's forehead. Should have been 48, pussy. The ball killed Gray and my mom. Please don't tease me. Pearl, you broke the sacred urn, didn't you? The ball smacked into it and knocked it over, right? And if Morgan found out, she'd get really mad, huh? She doesn't seem to be fighting back. I think I hit the bullseye this time. But it's strange that the lock hasn't broken yet. It's a really old urn, isn't it? I guess? It's so old, so it's not that weird to have a few cracks. Her voice is shaking. How can you tell the urn has been broken? It says the wrong name on it. Oh, okay. I lived. Okay, cool. Do I have a profile of Amy Faye? Do I have that? I do. Okay, that's what I was supposed to present. I was supposed to present Amy Faye. Ami Faye? Kate is a child. Yes. Not true. I'm old as fuck. I mean, young and spry. Boink. You act like one all the time. My body, my pride. Bludgeoned. Oh my god, look at how little health I have. Oh, it's just the PNG tuber. Okay, that's me. What are you talking about? This is who I am. Huh? Oh, It was Mystic Ami. That's right. And how do you spell her name? Do you know? How do I spell her name? I don't know. It's spelled A-M-I. I thought it was a little odd when I saw I am written on the urn. And that's how I knew that someone must have broken this urn and made a mistake in spelling when they put it back together. I am all of me. Okay, so it healed me a little bit. I was hoping it would take me back to full, but I'll take it. Around when Mystic Maya started the channeling on that day, I was playing in the Winding Way with my ball. And that's when you broke the urn? Yes, I broke it. I accidentally let Mystic Ami's spirit fly away. Don't worry, Morgan will never know, okay? I'm a bad child. Breaking a village treasure is unforgivable. I thought that maybe they would make me leave the village. But the broken pieces were pretty big, so you thought you could put them back together and no one would notice? Yes. It's true they'll kill you, Pearl. Your swag is too different. I found some glue and brought it to the hallway and fixed the urn there. The hallway? You mean Winding Way? Yes. The channeling had already started, so I didn't think anyone would walk by. I see. So about how long did it take you? It must have been a nasty repair job. Yes, I might be strong at spiritual things, but when it comes to arts and crafts, I'm not nearly as skilled. When I had finished fixing the urn and looked up, I saw you coming into the manor. So that's around when Lotta and I were coming back inside after reporting the murder. When I saw that, I packed everything up in a hurry. Mr. Nick? What is it, Pearls? I'm gonna get banished, aren't I? I really don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, I bet Mystic Ami's happy to be free from that cramped urn. Yeah, I hope so. No harm done, and a happy resolution. Phew. Alright, who else's Cyclops can I smash? Whew, I think I've found out everything I can. But I can't see how it all adds up. And is Eenie Miney being here just a coincidence? Hey, Mr. Is that the spirit of Dr. Gray wanted to call just happened to be that nurse? And that nurse turns out to be Einie's sister. It's too convenient. Hey, Phoenix! I'm talking to you! I wish I knew a little more about Einie, but where am I gonna find info like that? Oh, I get it. Y'all can't be bothered to look over trash like me. Is that it, Mr. High and Mighty? Ah, Lotta! Oh, so you finally noticed. I thought I heard a mosquito buzzing in my ear, although I couldn't understand a word. Well, I gotta hand it to you, and you sure know how to chase down garbage. I mean, I'm grateful for you for chasing this large lump of one around like this. Thanks? But you know, you're just wasting your time. I'll be fine on my own. What are you going on about? As for following or chasing or whatever, isn't that what you're doing? Ah, well, you see. Well, you're not exactly a real gentleman with a lady's heart, are you? You're not exactly the world's #1 charmer either, sister. Look, I'm really dang sorry about today. When I get all fired up about something, it's impossible to stop me. You hurt Maya really badly, Lotta. I don't suppose you could forgive a gal like me. Fine. Well, I guess I can. You did help Maya out too, after all. For real? Yeah, for real. Ah, thank goodness. I'm still, what? No, nothing at all. Just talking to myself, you know, gibberish. Kate, what the fuck? I need her help. And she gave us the picture that helped save the case today. Now then, Lotta Hart at your service. I'll share with you all the dirt I dug up. Do we really? Yes, we need her help. I know it. Thanks. Hey, don't be all surprised. Tell you what, I'll even give you this info for free. Lotta not taking money, now I know this one's an alien clone. If Maya's not the real murderer, then who do you think it is, Lotta? Well, heck, ain't it obvious? It's that occult freak. You mean Eenie Miney? Well, there ain't anyone else it could be, right? That granny, you and me, we were all together that whole time. So Lotta suspects Eenie, which means she might have already found out some info about our mysterious Eenie. Hey, that's Eenie Miney, right? Yeah, I was wondering if you know anything about this girl. You know, actually, I did a little checking up on her the other day. Her sister, she's the one who Dr. Gray wanted to call back from the spirit world. Yeah, I heard as much. I also heard that Eenie was the one who introduced Dr. Gray to Crane Village. You don't say. That's one sneaky gal, if you ask me. The Yuri girl is dumb as rocks. So real. Hey, you want me to tell you more about her? Speaking of Eenie, do you have any other information about her? Sure. Well, what is it? Ha ha ha. It'll cost you. And it'll cost a lot. Oh, silly me. Here I thought free meant no money necessary. That girl was hospitalized about half a year ago. Hospitalized? But why? Well, heck, you can go find out on your own. Huh? Here, I'll give you the clinic's address. Maybe you can find out something. Maybe? What's that supposed to mean? Well, see, actually, it was gonna be annoying, but I reckon I didn't actually go there. Well, that's the way the gumbo spoils, right? Spoiled gumbo sounds... ew. I mean, look, don't blame this on... oh, never mind. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. Better go check out this hottie clinic. You did game dev last weekend? That's cool. Or, like, was it part of, was it part of Blue Archive, or did you do, like, game development? So, this is where Eenie was hospitalized. Huh, yes. Are you here to visit a patient? Huh. Yeah? Are you a doctor here? Huh, yes, I'm Director Hottie. Ho ho. Ugh, I didn't think I was speaking with the director himself. Huh, yes? So what can I help you with? I'd like to ask you a few questions about Miss Eenie Miney. Miss Miney? Miss Eenie Miney? Yes. Oh, her. Yeah, it's too bad. I'll tell you something. That girl left here a long time ago. Here you are, sir. You know you shouldn't be up and about. Come on, it's back to the room with you. Sweetums, calm down. Don't be so harsh on an old man like me. Don't you dare start that Sweetums thing with me. If you don't behave, you'll get yourself tossed out of this hospital. Wow, I didn't think nurses could be this direct or forceful towards their boss. Come now, be a good boy and give me the director's white lab coat. Oh, okay, I got it. Yes. Yes? Don't yes me. Who in the world are you? I'm Director Hottie. Ho. The nurse went off somewhere. Oh, the inhumanity. Only person I can talk to is this guy. Ugh. I found you, faker! So what exactly do you treat at this clinic? Yes, we treat all sorts of doctory clinical stuff. Yes? Doctory clinical stuff? Well, I don't actually know or particularly care about the details. Yes, what's that look for? Aha, yes, there's actually a big general hospital around the corner. Yes. Or they can't accommodate everyone. They move some of their patients here, You do surgeries here, right? Yes, we do some plastic surgery here, it seems. It seems? Yes, Yeah, it seems that way. So, what do you know about Miss Eenie Miney? Now you're talking! Yes, that girl, she was transferred from the General Hospital. From the General Hospital? To here? What kind of surgery did she need? Where's Mo? I know, right? Yes, well, she needed surgery. It was really bad. Really bad. So, what kind was it? Yes. Well, no. You see, that is some... No, I can't tell you. So you say with a happy smile on your face, Mr. Director. See, there's this thing about how doctors aren't allowed to talk about patient stuff. It's all in those TV shows, too, right? You've seen them, right? Yes? I'm never gonna get him to unzip those broken zipper teeth of his at this rate. There's gotta be something I can show this old coot. Lawyer badge. Scott Sampson, dog in a Tesla, was staring at me the whole walk across the parking lot. They want you to free them. You have to smash the glass. What's this? I'm a lawyer. Right now, I'm investigating a murder. Yes. What is with your angry face? Violence isn't the answer. Yes. The trial's tomorrow, and I would really like some information from you. Is that right? Well, you know, I think I can let you in on a little secret. What's that? Yes, actually, I'm not the real director. Are you kidding? Anyone with half a fly's brain knew that. Well, what do you mean? Do I have to explain this to him? Well, hold on. I'll give you something. Real information, okay? I'm actually disconnected. See, I'm like this place's walking dictionpedia. You mean walking encyclopedia? Yeah, that. And my specialty is in young, silky, smooth, haughty patients. There's nothing I don't know about them, but I get embarrassed talking about it. Yeah, how about you keep that kind of information to yourself? Oh, anyway, you wanted to know about Little Miss Eenie Miney, right? Little Miss Eenie Miney? That girl, I remember her especially well. Really, especially very well. Please tell me what you know about Eenie Miney. Yes, I'll get to that. Trust me, I will. That girl, that's right. She was transferred here from the General Hospital. This was, yes, a year ago. She was one of those emergency cases. What was she ill with? Ill? Nah. She was injured, not ill. With my trained eye, I could see, I could see it was a huge wound at that. A huge injury? Her whole body was wrapped around in rounded bandages, and her arm was in a cast. That sounds pretty severe, alright. Yes, it was an accident. They're scary, yes? Cars. Yes. Car? You mean it was a traffic accident? Yep, that's what I gave her, the terrible injuries. I swore it was in the papers. Yes, I looked it all up. I did, it was terrible. Yes. Dare I even ask what is wrong with this old guy? Just now, you mentioned something about a big operation? Are you talking about Miss Einie's operation? Yes, Miss Einie's. That was one heck of an accident. Yes, her whole face was burned like bad toast. It was bad, very bad. Was it really that bad? It was a good thing that Miss Einie had a picture of herself. I heard that picture was how they put her face back together. Picture? That girl, she had just gotten her license. So she happened to have a license photo on her, yes. Oh. So I got her picture as a way to remember her, yes. Well, more like, swiped. Breach of ethics? Oh, wait. What? A pretty girl like her? I bet she has lots of pictures of herself. Sure. It's a treasure. My treasure. Precious. What happened to the actual license itself? Who knows? I didn't bother to ask. It probably got burned up along with the car. Yes. Einie's photo of her driver's license. So you looked up information on Einie's accident, correct? Yep, sure did. Yes, I read every paper that covered it at that time. What kind of accident was it? Do you remember? Yes, hold on, I'll go get it for you. The article, I mean. Huh? You have it? Well, we don't get me wrong. I thought something like this might come up, so... Obsessive to the max. But I bet I could learn about how to stay on a lead from this guy. Here we go. Yes. According to this, Miss Einie was in the passenger seat. The passenger seat, huh? And dozing, or so it says. A strong jolt woke her up, and the next minute a sea of fire was all around her. Miss Einie fought with the door and finally got it to open and somehow managed to get away. Can we kill me? No, we can't. Wahoo. Anywho, you can read all the details in this article. Yes. A new clue. I should probably look this over. It's been half a year since Miss Heine had her surgery and got better. She was discharged sometime in December last year. It's already been half a year, huh? Yes. So how was I? I was a real help, wasn't I? Yes. Yes? Thank you very much. Yes. Well, then I'll be getting back to my room then. Tell Miss Heine I said hi, okay? Yes. It's time for me to leave, too. Yes. Ugh! Oh, it's definitely time to leave. Late last night, two of the women's car crashed in the Highway Center Divide. One of the women was not able to escape the flaming wreckage and died at the site. Ongoing investigation has revealed that the driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. I was, like, totally tired, and I dropped off to sleep. Then there was this crash, and, like, I woke up in this huge sea of flames. I was, like, still half asleep, but I opened the right door and, like, got out. I don't, like, remember anything else. If Miss Eenie Miney is to be believed, the one driving the car was her sister, Mimi Miney. Mimi Miney was the nurse at Gray Surgical Center, where 14 patients were accidentally overdosed to their death. Is this, then, just a mere coincidence? Or was that 304 or 303? No, it was 303. Okay. June 21st, Wright & Co. Law Offices. This case had me out of the office most of the time. I can come back tomorrow. Helping Maya should be on my top priority now. June 21st, Karain Village. Hey, so, how was it? Did you go to the clinic? Yeah, I found out a few things, I guess. What's the matter? You ain't looking so well. Ah, yeah. So earlier, that old Grady called the cops. Huh? The cops? Why would Morgan call the police? She said she had something to tell him. Things are sure getting interesting. Ah, but honestly, I tell you, that granny sure got her bloomers in a knot. Well, I guess you could put it that way. It always starts out small, you know? Stealing from the master's seat and controlling the village folk. And now you see what it's turned into, a murder, that's what... Yeah, what a mess. Hey, hold on. What? That stuff you were just talking about. That's the first I've heard of it. Really? Well, it's old news to everyone else in the world. Well, excuse me for not keeping up with gossip while I'm busy saving people. You said something about stealing the master's seat? Yep. Right now, the master is this medium named Misty Fey, but the one that was really supposed to be the master was that old granny. Morgan was supposed to become the master? Do you know where Eenie is, Lotta? I keep saying Eenie, it's Eenie. Yeah, I saw her not too long ago. She's hanging around that garden in the middle. Okay, thanks. You got something to ask her? Yeah, I've got a whole list of things only she can clear up for me. So I hear the master's always been the eldest daughter. The eldest daughter? Turns out that old bat is Misty Fey's older sister. Oh? They say the older sister is usually the one with more spiritual power. Come to think of it, Maya said the same thing a long time ago. She warned me not to take Mia's powers lightly. Well, anyway, somehow Granny there lost to her younger sister, Misty. I see. This made the townsfolk turn against her, so I hear. Said all sorts of things, too, like, she's the oldest, and yet she doesn't have the power to be the next master. Disgraceful. Wow, I had no idea. So what would have happened to had Morgan been stronger? Maya's family would have been the Branch family, I reckon. June 21st, Fey Manor, Winding Way. Hey, like, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah? I think I have enough to finally unlock her secret. Like, what's with that scary look on your face? Blam! Please tell me about the traffic accident. Huh? Like, whose accident? Your sister's accident, naturally. Oh, yeah. So, like, that Dr. Gray guy made my sister fall asleep, and, like, that's all I have to say about that. Interesting. Eni just asked whose accident, which means she must know something about another person's accident. Alright, let's change the topic then. How about you tell me about a certain other person's accident? Huh? Another person's accident? Like, you got someone in mind? Your fucking accident. I want to ask you about your own car accident. Me? Yes. So, wow, like, how strange. I have, like, no idea what you're talking about. Can you, like, prove that I was in, like, an accident? Would you take a look at this? It's a newspaper article from 1 year ago. It says, Miss Eenie Miney holds interview about crash. Ah! You suffered a very bad injury and had to be admitted to a hospital, correct? Like, wait. What now? That's not me. Huh? I mean, like, this person has, like, the same name, but she's totally not me. My name, Eenie Miney, is, like, pretty common. What in the world are you babbling about? Your sister's name, Mimi Miney, is in here, too. Like, totally, wow. What a scary coincidence. I'm totally getting, like, goosebumps. You think I'm gonna let you get away with that? So, like, now what? Like, do you have something that totally says I was hospitalized? This is your proof? Like, what's that picture supposed to mean? I got this from the hospital where you were hospitalized at. Huh? So? There was a certain patient there. He's quite a fan. As a memento of your stay, he stole this. I have to say, this photo looks like you. That creepy fake director? Now are you ready to tell me about the accident? Like, wait a sec. Okay, so, like, I was in an accident, sure. But that's, like, totally not related to this murder. Actually, it is. Look at this article. It says that one of the women died, correct? And? That woman who died, who do you suppose they mean? Do you suppose the woman who died in that accident could be... I believe it was your sister, Mimi Miney. Mimi? You were riding in your sister's car while she drove. The two of you were together when the accident occurred, making it one and the same. My health! It's all back! My powers! Yeah, I was riding in that car with my sister. We were, like, on our way home. Your sister had a sick car for a nurse. Must have gotten paid well, at least, for her fucking shit job. I was riding in the passenger seat when I fell asleep. Bawling. And then, it happened. At the time, I grabbed for my purse and escaped from the passenger side door. And your sister? I, like, couldn't do anything. The car was full of smoke. I couldn't see anything. Oh, I'm sorry. Did Dr. Gray really cause that accident by drugging your sister with sleeping pills? Like, he was totally out to get my sister. He totally did that to, like, pay my sister back. I wonder. This does give Eni a good reason to want to murder Dr. Gray. Haha, it seems simple, doesn't it? What do you mean? But it would be very hard to catch me. Actually, I'd say impossible. What? I think you get the picture. I'm gonna serve you a slice of humble pie. I hope you enjoy it. Ha ha ha. Okay. I feel like I should talk to her about something else, but she's making spooky noises at me. Leaves. I guess I'll leave. June 21st, Khura'in Village. Looks like something's up. Stop! Stop! Leave my mother alone! Ow! Hey, hold on, okay, pal? I'm not gonna hurt. Pearl, dear, if it is perfectly alright, I will be out for a short while with this young man. Mother, please let me go too! No, you must stay here and protect the manor. But... Aw, don't make that face. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll show you something cool. Here, look. It's a real pistol. Detective! Do not upset me further. Ah, sorry. Detective Gumshoe is a real hero for the people. He loves showing kids his gun. Poor Gumshoe. Being dragged off by the ear like that by Morgan. Ow. Mother. Mother. This has never happened before. Pearls. Mr. Nick! I have a really bad feeling that I can't shake. I think something really bad is gonna happen. I'm scared. I'm really scared, Mr. Nick. Say something, Phoenix. Anything! I'm terrible at this. You want to play with it? My police-issued pistol? Here, let me take the safety off for you. Even an idiot like Phoenix could shoot it once I do that. Here, take aim at that funny rock over there. It'll probably ricochet and hit something cool. Mr. Nick, what about Mystic Maya? She'll be alright. I think I've gathered enough evidence. Mystic Maya, she must feel all alone. Please, Mr. Nick, go visit her. Yeah, but I can't just leave you here all alone either. I'll be fine. Please, Mystic Maya needs you by her side. Her stare is really piercing. Ugh. Ah, fuck, I went back to the meditation room. My foolishness. There it is. June 21st, 6:38 p.m. Detention Center. Visitor's room. You kept me waiting, Phoenix. Mia! So, how are the preparations? I think I have enough evidence and information now. I think. Everything will be on your shoulders tomorrow. Whether Maya is found guilty or innocent, it's a heavy weight to bear. If memory serves, Mia had a few Cyclocks of her own. Mia, I'm ready to unlock the last piece of information I need now. Sure, I welcome you to try. Why won't you just tell me? Come on, Phoenix. We don't have time to be looking at things like this. We need to find out everything we can for the trial tomorrow. Oh, okay. Mia? Yes? Mia, you know something, don't you? About the real murderer, I mean. Why do you think so? It's really trying at times to be able to see other people's secrets. It looks like it's time for you to explain your reasoning. Yeah? A battle of wits against Mia. Ugh. There's still a whole slew of questions for you to answer before the trial tomorrow. You mean like, how did the real murderer get into the room and kill Dr. Gray? Yes. Also, when did the murderer enter the channeling chamber? You guys were all standing around in front of the room after the channeling started. Which means that the murderer must have gone into that room before the channeling. That's what I think, in any case. But Maya's already said there wasn't anyone else in there. That's true. But if we can't figure out the murderer's movements, we're stuck like a beached whale. I never thought I'd see this day. Are you actually asking me about spirit channeling? This case is all about spirit channeling. And I feel like I don't understand a thing about it. Well, that's only natural. After all, spirit channeling isn't exactly an everyday thing, is it? Yeah, I guess you're right. The power to change your physical appearance into the person you're calling was something our ancestor, Mystic Amife, acquired. I've heard that name before. The Fae family was originally a family known for its service to the gods. When Mystic Ami was born, she was given a certain fate through her name. Because, you see, she was named after one of the Buddhas of Buddhism, Amitabha. To this day, her soul is still sealed in the Kurain's sacred urn. It usually sits in the Winding Way and has her name written on it. Yeah. Aw, come on, Phoenix. It's just a fairy tale. Are you saying that me being able to see you is just a fairy tale too? Alright, let's try it. The murderer. Phoenix, you think I'm hiding information about someone from you, isn't that right? Yes. Alright then, tell me who you think I'm protecting. It's either Annie, it might be Pearl, or it might be Morgan. It's hard to say. Morgan Fay, of course. There's no one else you would protect like this, Mia. Well done, but while the murder was being committed, my aunt was outside with everyone else, which means she already has an alibi. That's true. Show me some evidence that would cast suspicion onto my aunt. I would say this, probably. The proof is this piece of cloth. I found it in the incinerator near the Winding Way. It's the same material as Maya's costume, except for the splotch of blood. You mean, it's from Maya's costume that she was wearing at the time of the murder? Yes. But when Maya was arrested, she was wearing her costume. That just means someone changed her clothes. Changed her clothes? But why? I don't know why. But there's only one person who could have done that. The one person who was taking care of Maya, my aunt. What's that look mean? Your argument is too flimsy. Huh? You have no proof that this piece of cloth is actually from Maya's costume. But this blood... And do you know whose blood that is at this point in time? You don't, do you? Do you have any proof that piece of cloth is from Maya's costume? The key. It was also there. I think this is the proof you're looking for. The key to the channeling chamber, huh? At the beginning of the channeling, Maya had possession of this key. And yet somehow it magically ended up in the incinerator in the center garden. You're right. And this is what Maya told me. While I was channeling, the key was sitting inside my sleeve. And both this key and the piece of cloth were found inside the incinerator. Which means that this piece of cloth was part of Maya's costume. It would certainly seem that way. Someone changed her into a different set of clothes, and then burned the costume she was wearing in the incinerator. There's only one person who could have done that. The one person who was taking care of Maya, my aunt. Exactly. You did very well, Phoenix. Stop posting links? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It was a spam bot. Thank you. As long as you have those two pieces of evidence, you can cast suspicion on my aunt. However? Like I said in the beginning, my aunt has an alibi. Yeah, she was with us the whole time. Here's my final question. You don't have to present solid proof of this for me, but I want to know, if my aunt is the culprit, then how did she commit the murder? How she did it, huh? I want to hear your thoughts. In order for my aunt to murder Dr. Gray, who or what did she need? Well, she needed the gun, right? Just throwing things at now. If she couldn't have done it herself, then she needed... Oh, she needed a buddy. Eenie Miney. She's the answer to the final question. Which means that my aunt and Eenie Miney were in cahoots. That was kind of fucked up of you, Mia. You should have just helped me talk this out instead of challenging me and blowing me up when I got questions wrong. Something's been bothering me all this time. This crime is something no normal person could carry out. The person would have to know a lot about the Fey Manor and the village itself to do this. But Morgan already has an alibi. Yes, which is why I can't figure out how it was done. We can assume that Eenie Miney was involved somehow. But we have one big problem on our hands. A problem? With what? We don't have a motive. Why would Morgan want to kill Dr. Ray? Why would she have to? Also, we don't really know for sure that she was cooperating with Eenie. Mia doesn't have a clue either, huh? Then there's only one possibility. Huh? Think about it, Phoenix. Why would my aunt do something like this? And why would she do it in such an underhanded fashion? Because... Mother, she's the one who holds the key to this. Mother? Whose? Mine? Don't be silly. Mine, of course. Misty Fey, your mother's never been mentioned in this story before. Mia and Maya's mother. Why would she bring her up now? Now then, looks like we've gathered everything we could. All we have to do is win tomorrow. Everything will become apparent then. Right, Chief. We won't lose. To be continued. And I'm gonna save right here, because I think this is the perfect time to start to raid somebody else. Let's see. Who is on line right now? Let's see. Oh, Zilks is playing Guild Wars 2. Villaneth is playing Amanda the Adventurer. Kaden Jensen is playing... didn't even do one case in a stream. That's not unbelievable. That's totally understandable. Let's raid, Zilks. Because I really like Guild Wars 2. It's a good game, and it has no subscription. It's an MMO with no subscription, and it's pretty cool. So I will see you all later. Uplink, I hope you feel better after you throw up in your toilet. I will see you on Sunday. I'm going to be starting playing Zenless Zone Zero. Is the plan, at least, unless there are suggestions that I can do. I will see you later. Bye-bye. Have an excellent weekend.